everyone, and welcome back to another video. It's Brianna Ray from BriIY here to bring you an attempt at making a full rug, finally. I don't even know how long ago it was now that I tested out the rug tufting gun that I got online for the first time, and this was kind of how my first attempts of it came out. They definitely weren't perfect, but I feel like I learned a lot, and I think I'm ready to make a complete rug at this point. Now this one, I think I'm still going to cut off and kind of just turn it into like some sort of art piece or whatever. Sorry, disregard the crows. And I do have, I mean, if I look around the other side of it, it's a little messy, but you can definitely tell what it is. And I think this would look kind of cool in a frame or something, especially without glass, so like you can kind of feel the texture of it. But I did want to try to actually do like a full length one, you know, put a little of the stuff on the back, you know, the what's the word I'm looking for? You know, the carpet back glue situation. And actually maybe use it as a rug somewhere. So I do have, I have a bookshelf downstairs in my basement in my husband's man cave, and he has, we keep like a, I don't know what to call it, I guess like a popcorn maker, like a vintage style popcorn maker down there, and we make popcorn a lot, so I thought it would be kind of nice. And he has like kind of a red and black themed man cave, and he also is getting all these like nerdy like Pokemon posters and stuff, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to do like a Pokeball rug. This color palette is pretty gosh darn exact to what he has going on downstairs. Arguably the red might be a little bit deeper, but I think that this collection of colors matches his aesthetic down there really well, and it also matches the aesthetic of a very classic Pokeball. So I'm going to hyperlapse through kind of popping my design up here, then we'll get out the tufting gun and start on our rug. Also, my husband doesn't know I'm doing this, so we'll see how he reacts. Alright, so got my design kind of all squared up here. I tried to center it as best as I could. I don't think it looks too bad. And I'm going to be able to follow these orange lines kind of down and across. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I've got some like extra shading and stuff kind of going on here. I want to do a couple of just test runs because it's been a while since I did this guy, but I do remember that you were supposed to only tuft in the direction that these are curving. So if I have them standing up, then I need to be moving up. If I want to move to the side, then I'm going to have to turn the whole machine and go sideways. But it does have this kind of rotation, so that's pretty easy to do. In case anyone was wondering, I do have this on the cut pile setting. This is a convertible. It does go from loop to cut pile, but I've gotten used to cut and I haven't changed it since. So I'm just going to press up close and yo, if you're ever considering doing this to yourself, get a cone. Oh my gosh, I keep having to stop and reconfigure my yarn. It keeps getting tangled in itself. It's bad news, dude. 0 out of 10 would recommend get yourself a cone. Also, this is such a wonky circle. I'm really hoping that it kind of is covered on the other side. And when I look over there, like it's arguably blends in a little bit because it's got so much like going on. But I'm just kind of filling in my background here, and I think what I'm going to do for the gray, just to kind of test it out, is I want to just kind of unravel all of it and then wrap it around one of these. Okay, so most of the time has honestly been spent re-clipping everything or re-threading the machine because Lord knows I just cannot get it to stay threaded, and I know that that's probably my fault, and in fact it is 100% my fault, but still, this project's taking just a touch longer than I would have liked. All this black took me about a half hour, and I feel like it would have taken me 15 minutes if I didn't have to keep rethreading every like 2. So All right, so the white took me about 16 minutes. It didn't seem to snag quite as much as the black did, and I wonder if it's because I kind of had to shift the method in which my black came out. Like instead of going from the center like I was originally, I did swap, and maybe it was getting tangled on the outside a little bit more. I don't know, or maybe I was just more aware. Whatever the situation was, the white is done. I'm also really beginning to think that maybe I should have done the loop pile because it doesn't cut after every individual strand. And maybe if that were happening, it wouldn't like completely yank out my thread, so I had to rethread it every time. It would have something to kind of anchor it here. Maybe that's the problem, but I don't know. I kind of want to peek on the other side again because I'm nosy. Ooh. It's not perfect, but again, for my first ever real rug, not totally bad. So let's get this red out of the way and then worry about this behemoth that is the gray section. I've also made this mistake twice now, and I cannot figure out, I think it's because I have like my yarn on this side instead of the other side, and it's kind of messing with everything. Not everything, but a lot of things. All right, so for this guy, I definitely went back and checked a little bit. Sorry, the red patch, that's what this guy means. For the red patch, I went back and kind of checked to make sure it was, you know, filled appropriately. The white's a little bit easier because like the background's white, so it kind of fills in a little bit easier. I did that, and then it took me about 7 minutes to rewrap. I did about half the skein because I don't really know how much I'm going to need. I also don't even know if this is really going to work, so maybe I wasted all those 7 minutes for nothing, but it does seem to be rolling pretty easily. I just need to make sure to keep it on this side of the gun, because when I don't, bad things happen and it gets all tangled. So yeah, I'm going to do this little patch first, and then I'm just going to start working from this bottom corner up and filling in as much as I can. Let us begin. All right, we're just about ready to go. Thank goodness, because it's getting a little dark out here. Okay, so dry enough, not dry enough. I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that it's still a little bit wet and use that to glue down the felt on the back. So while the outside edges are pretty dry, the inside's still going. I'm gonna leave this one overnight for sure. But we're gonna chop this one up. My scissors, and then we will head back inside and finish it off. All right, here we have got this. We're gonna start making some notches all the way around and start folding them over. Just gonna use a flat black felt that I got from the local dollar store. All the way around. Get a nice tap down. Excellent. And now I'm just gonna kind of cut around any excess. All right, y'all, the time is now to flip it over and see if all of this was worth it. Okay. Just keep in mind, I'm gonna have to trim it. Ah! Oh, wow. Oh, she's a little crusty. Okay, well, let's dust all the extra bits and bobs off. call it a negative mindset or whatever, but I really do believe this is as good as it's gonna get. There's still some loosey-goosey pieces, there's some weird overlapping and some places I don't love, but it is very obviously a Pokeball. It is what I set out to make. Is it perfect? No. Do I wish I had some more tools to make it perfect? Absolutely. But it's absolutely passable, and I'm gonna be happy with what I was able to do on my first like real hardcore attempt at making something. The image is there. I can tell what I was going for. I'm sure anyone else would be able to tell what I was going for. I do wish it was a touch more even across the top. And a clipper would have done that for me, surely, but I don't have one. So yeah, I think that's about where I'm gonna cut this video off. I've been working on this for hours. I'm so exhausted, and I'm kind of really glad that it's over. But maybe one of these days I'll get some cones and we can, I don't know, try a third time and see what we can put together. Oh, goodness gracious. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw for some reason, feel free to like and subscribe. I do put out new videos every Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time, and I would love for you to be here for the next one. Thanks again so much, and I hope to see you then. Bye!